utility procedure. Different procedures. Import, export, DB load, file statement already discussed. Copy procedure, delete procedure, template procedure, contents, cport, cimport, datasets, sort, append, compare, format, transpose, SQL procedure, all these. So already we discussed import, export in the beginning. Just see the concept. So import procedure is just to import the data from external data source to SAS. And here we can import the data from these files: Excel, Access, Notepad, Tab, CSVs. And we are unable to import the data from Word. This is the concept of import procedure. Export procedure is vice versa. Here we can export the data from SAS to an external data source. And here we can export the data to Excel, Access, Notepad, Tab, Word, CSV files. So Word. This is the concept of export procedure. Okay, now see here DB load. Similar like export, but here we have an advantage. So here we can export the data from SAS to relational databases and non-relational databases, both. So in export procedure, we can export the data from SAS to non-relational database only. But here from SAS to relational and non-relational database, both. That's the difference. We can export the data to an Excel, SQL Server, Teradata, or Excel, anything. First of all, I need to create a user in Oracle database. So these are the steps I did in SQL Plus in Oracle, not in SAS. So to create users in Oracle database, syntax. So this is the prompt it is showing by default there. Create user, username identified by password. Then we can give the permissions. Grant DBA to username. To connect to the new user, you can write like this: connect username by password. If you want to see the tables list, you can write like this: select star from tab. So it will display the tables list. Next, to view the data from the selected table, so you can write like this: select star from table name. So I have created a user with this name, SAS master. Password is that. And see the syntax is here. To export the data from SAS to relational database, so this is the syntax. Proc, see all procedures starts with the keyword proc. Then procedure name DB load. Next keyword DBMS. Here we can specify the DBMS of the database. Then here we can specify the source data set. From which data set you want to export. Suppose here I have some data sets. So from which data set you want to export, you can specify here. Then you can give the information, user, password. So this information we can get from the clients. And table is equals to destination table name. Okay, now we are exporting data from SAS to Oracle, suppose. It will create a table there. So you can specify the name here. Load is the keyword run. So this is the syntax we need to follow to export the data from SAS to relational databases. From SAS to non-relational database, here this is the syntax. Proc DB load DBMS is equals to DBMS of the database. Here we can select the source data set from which data set you want to export. Here we can write the destination file path. You can put the you can use this keyword put names is equals to s load. So this is the syntax we need to follow to export the data from SAS to non-relational database. Okay, first of all, SAS to RDBMS. So now I need to connect to Oracle database. This is the username. This is the password. Sometimes they may give the path also. Just then you can take the path also in the program. Here they provide. From DBLOAD DBMS. Okay, what? From which data set? First from the class data set. We can give this information. They have provided a host. You can take the host is equals to, then you can use that path, but not required. So here destination table name, I am giving class 1. So in Oracle I want to create a table with this name, class 1. Load is the keyword. So execute this. I will show you. Next, two more tables I want to export. I want to export this EMP table also. And in the Oracle also I want to give the same name, EMP only. So next I want to export the data from this table, EMP1 table. Let's see here. They have given these names, class 1, EMP, EMP. Now I want to see the data from class 1 table. Select star from class. See, this is the data. Gender, name, age, height, weight. From here. 19 observations. 19 days. Next, select star from EM. Showing this one, employee number, employee names. So like this we can export the data from SAS to say relational database, to any relational database type. So while exporting the data from SAS to relational database, next now SAS to an Excel file, non-relational database. I'm writing like this: prop DBLOAD DBMS Excel data. I want to export data from class data set. So here just we can specify the path. Suppose I want to save in the D drive with this name. Load. Just if you read, observe here, only observations. We don't have any variable names. So here Remember, we have to use this keyword. Put names is equals to S. We should use this one. Then it can take these variable names. Okay. In the Excel. See. So like this we can use this DBLOAD procedure.